Hey team, this is George. I hope everyone is jumping into their project and enjoying the process of learning how to do a study. So I wanted to kind of go over the final project, and I'm using the grading criteria to make up the final project paper. So this is a template that you can use right here. Here's our title page. As we go down, you can see an abstract, and abstract is just a short description of how you would perform and the expectations of the results that you would like to see, that you think you're going to see. Since we're not actually conducting the experiment, we're going to be talking about a lot about our expectations. And then when we jump in APA, we never use the term introduction, so we put the title of the paper here, and then underneath that we do write our introduction. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to state our topic, give a little background, then we're going to talk about our literature advancement. This is where you're going to discuss your topic. You're going to use the information from your annotated bibliography, and you're going to put in here. So you're not just going to copy and paste your annotated bibliography. You're going to use it to discuss whatever the topic is that you're doing, and make sure that you use in-text citations and references. So this is really the literature review. So you're talking about if you're doing one, let's say the political one where you're looking at political ads, you would talk about whatever sources you came up with that pertain to decision making or pertain to the actual political ads. And then the next step is you state your research question or hypothesis. Sometimes you only have one, so you just state that plainly. You don't need to have a great long explanation, but ask your research question and then explain briefly, paragraph maybe, of what results you expect to see, or why you think your hypothesis will be proven. And then the design, how are you going to run the study? It's an overview how you came up with the way you're going to run it. So for instance, let's talk about the political one. You're going to have people look at political ads, answer a survey. So just talk about the process that you're going to go through and how you're going to compare the data. So for instance, if you're using an experimental, you're going to compare, if you're doing a true experimental, you're going to compare your different groups to the control group. So I'm going to compare my experimental group to my control group, and I'm going to run a ANOVA or ANCOVA to find out the differences. So it's just very small. I would use a reference to statistical paper here. So just let them know what, sorry. Okay. Delete that, but that's okay. Just let us know what you're going to do statistically. You don't have to get into great detail with that. And then your method, materials, what are you going to use within the study? This is just a statement. So if you're using gum chewing, obviously you're going to have gum, whatever memory cards you're going to have. So those are the materials. And the procedure is a step-by-step account of how the participant will go through the process. And then the data, this is where you discuss the data you expect to receive. So you know from your survey you're going to, or from your experiment, if you use a survey, you're going to get survey data in and talk about what that data is going to be. And then your analysis, you're going to talk about the expected outcomes, and once again put your statistical method in here as well. So is it going to be a between subject? What's it going to be? And then our discussion, just discuss how you'll know what you find out. So that's if, talk about your expectations. And then evaluation, once again, you're just going to talk about your expectations of what you'll find. So I hope this is helpful. I'm going to post this as well as an attachment, so feel free to use it or feel free not to use it. You don't have to be confined to this. So have a great week and enjoy the process.